guys, it's your girl Charisma. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, welcome to the K Squad. Let's jump right into this review. So today we are going to be talking about the pros and the cons of wearing synthetic wigs. I did see one of the TikTokers talk about this on her TikTok. I forget her name, but if I remember, I'm going to put her name up here somewhere. And it gave me an idea to do a video on this because I wanted to know you guys' opinions as well as my own. So I am going to be reading off of my community tab. I did ask you guys Saturday, what was your pros and cons? So I'm going to be mentioning certain subscribers and their opinions as well as mine. So let's just go ahead and get started. So for me, one of the pros of wearing the synthetic wig is that they're always readily available and they're pre-styled. So that's always a plus because you guys already know, if you've been my subscriber for years, I am lazy as all get out when it comes to styling hair. And sometimes I just like to put on a unit and go out the door, especially if I'm running errands, okay? So that's one pro of mine for a synthetic wig. I do have more though, but let's just go ahead and get into what you guys are saying. So the closet is Goth. And I love her name. She's so cute. She says that she personally wears both human and synthetic, but she loves synthetic because of the price, manageability. She said in her experience, synthetic is just easier to take care of. She said she literally had a Bobby Boss wig that lasted her for 5 years. And for color, she said, especially like the red, the color is embedded in the fiber. And unlike human hair, it doesn't bleed when it gets wet or fades. That was such a good answer. It was such a good answer because even with me, I've had certain synthetic wigs that have lasted me for like 4 or 5 years. Like, I'm not even kidding. If you know anything about me, even though I do review a lot of wigs, I do not wear most of the wigs that I review. I end up selling them, or they just sit in my wig bin for months and months and months. Usually, I just wear errand wigs like the one I'm wearing today. And this is brand new. This is from Janet. This is the Missy wig that they did send me, but I did a TikTok on this. But yeah, I like just throwing on wigs and going. Especially with shorter curly wigs, they tend to last longer, especially as an errand wig. And then when she was talking about the colors, so one of my cons about synthetic wigs is definitely the colors, the color schemes. You could get a blonde unit like a 613, and the hair texture would be just jacked. It just depends. Like blondes, reds, blues, pinks, sometimes the texture of the unit is so bad, and I'm just assuming that's because of the dye, but even still, jacked. So I see like 1017 says that the pros are going to be affordability. Totally agree with her. You guys already know I am El Cheapo, and you can get a really great synthetic wig for a really low price as opposed to human hair units. You know, inflation is high. A lot of us just don't have like $500 and $600, $700 sitting around to get us a human hair wig, and most of the time some of the wigs are even higher than that. With a synthetic wig, I mean, if you get a really good one that really can mimic a human hair wig, you probably won't pay any more than $70 with that. I'm just saying, just like as an example. So affordability is really, really key with me because I don't like spending over $40 on a synthetic wig, and I have noticed that synthetic units are starting to go up, and I just think that it's because of the prevalency of TikTok as well. There's so many more wig influencers on TikTok, and they're just like pushing the synthetic wigs. I think that the companies are like, oh, we're gonna go ahead and mark them up now, you know, so I can see that happening, but they're definitely affordable. So that's another pro in my book. Now, someone also said that the hairlines are way less dense when compared to their human hair counterparts. That is also true. I do review human hair wigs, but very seldom. But the hairlines are way less dense, you know, and you know, we want to be able to pluck. I know some of these synthetic units say they pre-pluck, girl, but they don't. But we want to be able to pluck the unit or whatnot, you know, like pre-pluck it and, you know, style it however we want. So with the dense hairlines, it makes it really, really hard. And I've noticed in some of the human hair units that I own, the hairlines are pretty dang dense. So that's going to be a con for me as far as human hair goes, but it's definitely a pro as far as the synthetic hair goes. So a con that I did have with synthetic wigs, shedding and tangling, and you always have to carry a brush with you. So like with me, if I know I'm going out somewhere, I'm gonna be out for hours, I will automatically wear a curly wig, like the Janet D wig. I don't have to do much to that wig. I throw some mousse on her and I go. I don't have to carry a brush around with her. With straighter units, I hate wearing those things outside. I mean, I'm constantly brushing. There's hairs flying all over the place. And that's like a really big con for me because I can't really go nowhere with that wig. I mean, who wants to sit at brunch and you sitting there brushing your damn hair in front of everybody? You know, it's just very frustrating after a while. So for me, I always tend to opt for either curlier units when I'm going out, or wigs that are pre-styled with like barrel curls that I don't have to really wag with, because that shading and tangling is a mess. But even with human hair wigs, you do get tangling, especially at the nape. And that goes for both synthetic and human hair. You do get that tangling at the nape. I mean, it's just go do it. I mean, you moving your head, you moving your neck, it's definitely going to tangle back there. But that's one of my cons, like that shedding and that tangling. Ma'am, oh my God, irks me to death. The pro for me is going to be versatility, and that's what one of my girls did say. Cameron, I love your name. She says affordable, so you can always purchase new ones to switch up a look. And the cons, they get really stiff fast. They do get stiff fast, ladies. Like, oh my goodness, they are stiffer than a starched shirt, okay? They get stiff really quick. The key to taking care of a synthetic unit, do not sleep in them. Do not wear them every day. You cannot do that. These wigs are not human hair units. Even the human hair blend wigs, they still tend to tangle up and shed and get stiff. So just remember that you cannot sleep in a synthetic wig. And I know some of y'all do that. Girl, stop. Why are y'all sleeping in synthetic wigs? Girl, has Auntie Charisma not taught y'all anything in these last 7 years that I've been on YouTube? So another one of my subscribers, Caressa Doggo, I hope I said your name right, mama. It says, I hate how synthetic wigs don't last as long and they make my scalp itch sometimes, but I do love them because they hold a curl. Some of them do make my scalp itch as well, and I did notice with Bobbi Boss, they do have like wigs with the like the inside of the wig, it's like I forget the name of it, but it makes it to where it doesn't itch. It's very breathable. You want your wig to be breathable, of course, and you don't want it to fit too snug, because especially where I live here in Houston, Texas, it tends to get extremely humid and you get to itching. You know, your scalp is itching, you digging all in it, you know, so that's going to be a con for me as well, because we have come such a long way, ladies, from the older synthetic wigs that came out before. I started off wearing FREETRESS in 2003, 2004, and let me tell you, we have come a long way. I mean, some of the wigs I would wear didn't even have parts in them, and I'm just over here thinking I'm just cute, girl, just taking pictures and everything, you know. But I've always loved synthetic units, always. And like I said, the versatility is great. And to me, the pros definitely outweigh the cons. I mean, the price is great. The versatility is great. The styles that these wig brands are coming up with now are just out of this world. They look so good. And then especially with how we can style them now. I mean, we can melt these wigs, we can pluck these wigs, we can cut them, we can style them on our own. It's so much more versatility now in a synthetic unit now as opposed to, I would say, 10 years ago. So they really have come a long way. And I think that we're always going to have those cons with the synthetic unit, ladies. I mean, it's always going to, you know, there's always going to be some that's going to tangle up on us, that's going to shed. When we take it out the package, it's not going to look like that stock card. These are risks that you take buying a synthetic unit, because you really don't know until you pull that wig out of the package. So we're always buying at our own risk, and that's why I always say to you guys, that's what us wig reviewers are here for, to kind of guide you guys along. But even with us, these are just our opinions. It doesn't matter until you get the wig on your head. That's how you're pretty much going to feel about your wig. So for me, I think I'm going to keep wearing these wigs until like I just can't do it no more. I mean, I just love the versatility of them. And to me, the pros definitely outweigh That's pretty much it for this review. I want to thank everybody who commented on the community tab for giving me their insight on these synthetic units. I just want to say thank you guys for being subscribed to this channel for so long. I love you guys so much, and your input means a lot to me, and it keeps my channel going. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at latesha-kharizma76, TikTok at latesha-kharizma for more hair and makeup related content. You guys, I'll see you on the next video. Stay beautiful and blessed. Bye.